The Flash is back and appears to have stolen someone else's song. Hey guys, welcome to Comic Book Nostalgia. I'm CB Nostalgia, and today we have our spoiler-free review of the premiere episode of Season 6 of The Flash. But before we get started, I wanted to remind everybody to get in on our first contest. We're giving away a Blu-ray copy of Spider-Man Far From Home. All you have to do is be subscribed, like this video, and leave a comment below. Well, last night, The Flash returned to CW for its Season 6 premiere, but has the show regained some of the steam that it lost the last 2 disappointing years? Well, ever since The Flash came face-to-face with an evil future version of himself during Season 3, the show has continued to struggle to find the really big baddie that it needs to keep the heroes challenged. The Tinkerer took us some places that were fairly dark, but he was ultimately very disappointing. And then there was Cicada, which to me never really connected. And adding Nora created even more distraction. If this week's premiere is anything to go by, The Flash very well may still have a villain problem. But there may be some light at the end of the tunnel, and hopefully the show will regain some of its footing. When the episode kicks off, it's definitely business as usual for Team Flash. The whole team is still dealing with the death of Nora, and it very much sets up the stage for the upcoming Crisis on Infinite Earth. The show definitely makes it out that there's a lot still to tell about the Scarlet Speedster. Now, CW shows don't generally shake things up, but we do see characters journeying to more new and interesting places. And the tone of the show is thankfully much closer to what we remember in the original couple of seasons. To me, it's gotten rather dark in recent years, so it was a relief to see that step back a little bit. Now, we didn't see Tom Cavanaugh this episode, and we know a new version of Harrison Wells is coming, but you definitely felt his absence in this episode. My favorite part of the episode was the rock and roll cameo. It actually lifted the episode up quite a bit, and it's the standout sequence. I don't want to give it away, but there's actually a cameo of another superhero song, and it's one that we've all said all the time and just never matched up, so enjoy. This sort of bump, plus the Crisis tease, gave us a pretty solid first episode of Season 6. And is definitely leading us into the Crisis. Hopefully the Crisis will shake things up quite a bit and give us another big bad for this year. The one they highlighted in this episode, I don't think is going to work. But it's still pretty early and hard to judge. But as a general rule, The Flash doesn't waste rather noteworthy or big name villains as weekly foes. So we'll have to wait and see. On the plus side, The Flash and the rest of the cast still remain as likable as ever. And I've been watching the show for 6 seasons, so obviously I'll be back. I give this episode a 6.5 out of 10. There's a ton of room for improvement. But the show seems to be shaking it up a little bit, and I hope it continues to get better. Tell me what you think of this episode in the comments below. If you like this video, make sure you press like below, click subscribe, and if you don't ring that bell, you won't get any updates. Peace.